On today's Beer Mats episode, we're going to be drinking Hofbrau. No, we're not.
You will.
I know. Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Matt.
And we're the Beer Mats. On today's episode of Beer Mats, we're going to be drinking Hofbrau's Oktoberfest beer. This is the fourth of the 6 breweries allowed to serve beer at Oktoberfest.
Yeah, and I think realistically, from what I've seen, it's one of the more popular ones.
I can't wait to try this.
Like, you know, it's one of the larger tents, etc. Very well known brand. Hofbrau is, I think, up there with Paul Arne in regards to notoriety, if you see where I'm coming from.
No, 100% agree. Yeah. Out of the 6 beers that are allowed to serve at Oktoberfest, this is the one that I've actually heard of. Never tried it, so I'm really looking forward to this one today.
Can't wait. And I think now we'll just go through some quick facts.
Yep.
In 1589, Hofbrau as a brewery began, actually under the instruction of Duke Wilhelm V of Bavaria. He wasn't impressed with the breweries around at the time and actually wanted a private brewer for the court.
That's awesome.
Which is where the name came from, as Hof translated in English is court, so it's court brew. So that's where it came from. So realistically, it wasn't until, say, 100 or so years later, if not even longer, that it became a brewery to sell to the masses. It literally originated from, we want good beer. We can make our own beer that's worth it because we've got the backing to do so. So they brought in a brewmaster from one of the monasteries to begin the making of Hofbrau beer, which started off actually as a Bock, which is quite a dark, very high alcohol content German beer. And very famous at Christmas time. Is something they drink over that period of time. Can keep you warmed up because of the nature of it. So, and then it transferred into different types of beers throughout.
So we're drinking a bit of royalty, essentially. Yes. That's amazing.
Where it gets the logo from. If you look, it's got the HB and it's got the crown on top.
No way. So definitely a drink of royalty. Imagine being so powerful that you can, instruct me making my own beer. This will not be available for anybody else.
I will pay for it, so I know I'm having good stuff.
Awesome.
Let's be honest, we would do it.
So I guess in 1810, which will be after that, I guess embargo was lifted and they could sell it to everybody. Hofbrau were actually allowed to serve beer at the very first Oktoberfest.
And the famous Hofbrau house was actually formed in 1828. It's become a really famous tourist attraction over in Germany. In Munich, and it's somewhere, if you were looking at TripAdvisor, places to eat, places to drink, you will always see a Hofbrau house. Mm-hmm. It's the quintessential sort of beer keller, if you see where I'm coming from. They've got the bands playing, they've got the people walking around with the big masses and everything like that. Somewhere, from what I gather, you go with a group of friends. Yep. I don't know if it's if it's a local sort of place to go. Maybe it's quite touristy. There are other places they might frequent, but it's definitely
different places the locals might go to.
Yeah, exactly.
From what we understand as well, Hofbrau, the logo and the brand became quite popular. Post World War II, it actually became very popular outside of Germany. A lot of the American soldiers who were serving over there during the war would come home with the glasses that had the logo on it. So this sort of helped it spread around the world.
Identity.
And huge brand identity. So that's probably a big reason why they're such a big brewery.
And something I looked into as well is they've actually got, I want to say franchises, but in America.
Okay.
But Hofbrau actually do have sites over there. Because with the history, say, in World War II, with Germany being divided, South Germany, including Bavaria, was under US control.
Next, really, all we have to do is crack these open and do the next bit, which is
bit about the episode.
Yeah, the best bit about the episode, my favourite bit.
So far, you're winning 2-1 on the pouring challenges.
Yeah, but I mean, the first episode I lost very drastically.
I don't know, the third one I did pretty damn badly.
Let's just do a comparison here.
You win this round. That's really bothered me.
Yeah, that's pretty piss poor.
A good workman never blames his tools, but I'm going to blame the glass. Okay.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh, that's looking fantastic already. Let's have a comparison. I want to say I'm going to pip you to it because mine's going down slower.
Yeah.
I think I could settle with a draw if need be, but I do feel I've got a better chance in this one.
You know what? I would slightly agree that you've won that one.
2-2.
Yeah, you're
back in the race.
Again, like all the rest, it's
so lively.
I think it's the most lively beer that we've had so far, actually.
Definitely. And I also think it's the lightest. So I think it was lighter than the
Lowenbrau. Yeah. No, this is exceedingly light.
Actually, but look at your head's grown.
Okay, I'm taking the point for this pour.
I think I'm going to have to give you that one, to be fair. Yeah.
Just to show, yeah.
I'm going to rescind the point. I think you deserve it on that one.
So what is that, 3-1?
3-1.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Turns out I think all we can do now is just try the drink. Frost?
We actually forgot to do that on the last episode.
I remembered afterwards. I felt terrible.
Ah, well.
That's good.
Yeah, that's quite good. Oh, yeah, that's very lively.
But it's not
gassy.
gassy going down.
No.
If you looked at that, I would have thought, oh, I'm going to fill that all the way down and fill out here. No.
Imagine seeing that kind of lifestyle in like a bottle of Coke or something.
And that head is lasting better than I think any of the others. If this carries on the way it's going, I think this is going to be my highest score so far.
This is a very good quality beer.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good quality beer.
I think it's quite dry. I mean, dry like my girlfriend's affection towards me.
It's like licking a desert.
It's not too different, to be honest.
Oh, it's okay, mate. It's okay. You've got me.
But no, I really like it. What I'm liking about it, I think visually it looks great. To me, as a beer fan, I love it when it's got great head. as soon as I said that, I thought that's gonna sound pretty bad.
So much innuendo.
So much. When you see that drink, and the fact is I'm still getting through it, and it's keeping the visual. There's nothing kind of depressing when you've had a couple sips of drink and it's like there's nothing to it. It's gone. It's lost all the life to it. Where it's not.
Yeah.
It's going strong. But what I like is, as you said, you quite like a sweeter beer. I'd understand if you weren't as enamoured with this as I am. But what I find bizarre is it's got such a light colour but such a dry flavour. It's, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
I mean, it's definitely not as sweet as Lowenbrau, but you have to respect the good quality beer. Keeping its head, it's lively as all hell. The head that was at the top of the glass is still sticking
Still
to
showing
it.
the residue.
It's definitely it's a top quality beer.
We should have mentioned as well, this is a 6.3%.
So these are going up. Lowenbrau 6.1, Paulana 6 point bang on.
Was it 6 point bang on? Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Hackish 4, let me guess, 5.9?
5.8.
5.8, almost there.
You got it wrong, Christmas is cancelled.
Damn it. Do you want to hear a joke?
My life.
Sort of scouring the internet for sort of beer related jokes. A man walks into a pub and he sees a man sat with a dog, and as he sits down with his pint he says to the man, "Oh, does your dog bite?" And the man says, "No, it does not bite. It's a good dog." The guy goes, "Alright," so he sits down, takes a few sips of his pint, and a few minutes later the dog takes a huge chunk out of his leg. The guy turns around in anger to the guy next to him and says, "I thought you told me your dog didn't bite." He said, "Yeah, but that's not my dog."
Horrible. It's actually awful.
I love terrible jokes.
I like terrible jokes when they make me laugh. I'm more just like, whoa. You can tell I really like it, but the question is, would you buy it?
Would I buy this beer? I would buy this beer. I think I'd buy it as religiously as I would the Lowenbrau.
You prefer that one?
I'd much prefer the Lowenbrau,
Okay.
but this is still a really good quality beer. I can't not recommend that people buy it.
For the Lowenbrau, for me, with the fact, I don't know what happened with the porridge, didn't work out right.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have the visual side of it, so I think it hindered it. Whereas I 100% would recommend this. I wouldn't recommend it if you're not a beer drinker though. If you, in regards to lagers, if you didn't drink say Pilsners, Hellers type of beers, maybe not. If you're more of an ale drinker. But for me, I'm drinking this and I'm thinking I could easily get through a lot of these on a night. From that point then, Matt, what would you give it?
Rating wise, oh man, that's really tough. I would give this a 7.
I'd give it like an 8.5.
8.5, wow.
I thought the Paulana was going to be hard to beat, and it has been. I've liked the other ones, but I really like this.
Okay, considering how the good quality of the beer and how at this point down and halfway
I'd settle
through,
for an 8.
It's still lively, it's still got head. The head that it has is stuck to the glass. I'm willing to meet you at an 8.
Yeah, for me, this has been the best one.
Okay, I mean, this is what
Personally, though.
Yeah, no. So this is the 4th beer we tried. This is episode 5 of Beer Mats. This would make this the
4th of this series.
No, I mean the highest rated. This would make this the highest rated beer that we've tried so far.
In a joint vote, yeah.
I'm happy to go with an 8.
Yeah.
So
really
Hofbrau, well done. I mean, I'm a big fan of all the beers that we tried
so far. I think they've all
just
been
in varying
brilliant.
degrees.
Again, you can get them all on Beer Hawk, is where we've got it from. Again, you can buy them anywhere else. They're sold all over the shop, but that's where we got them from. I'm not just saying this, I'd buy them all again, but the one I look forward to so far the most is this one.
I mean, we've got a Halloween party coming up and we're going to need to buy ourselves a few beers.
Oh yeah, we are.
Chances are we're going to be making a fairly big order off Beer Hawk, and it's going to consist
or
of...
potentially somewhere else, because we don't receive any financial...
We're not sponsored by Beer
incentive.
Hawk, even as much as we want to be, but we'll probably be ordering a selection of these beers, and this will make my list of beers that I order. To summarise, buy this beer, definitely buy this beer. You'll enjoy it. If you're an ale drinker,
maybe not so much for you, but I think in the summer you'd really like it, even though this is a September, October drink. It's a bit of a weird one in that respect.
We'd say the Hackish 4, really, if you're an ale drinker and you want to drink a lager. If you really like your lager, definitely get this. If you like your sweet lager, go for the Lowenbrau. This is still a very good lager, though.
I want to give a shout out to David, my cousin.
Yeah.
keep it in the family. Gave us some nice recommendations for some beers we're going to try in the upcoming episode. So thank you very much. Please keep them coming, guys.
Yeah, and I'd like to, well, we both like to give a shout out. This is a little bit late, actually. You might have noticed in the last couple of episodes, we've had a brand new logo.
In the corner.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. We're in love with it. It was designed by a very good friend, Rob Clark, who's done an absolutely fantastic job.
We're looking because it's on the screen over there.
Yeah, it's my desktop background on my computer, actually. I absolutely love it that much.
So cheers to David and Rob.
Cheers to David and Rob.
Ross.
And I guess that's it for this episode, really. We've got through that pretty quick.
Really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend buying it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please watch, share, subscribe, and importantly enjoy.
Yeah, and drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. That's really the Beer Matt's message. So, Prost.
Prost.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Bye.